YouTube! I am Pinstar, and this is Stellaris, Strategy and Tactics. So today we're going to talk about migration. We'll be reviewing the main type of migration that's been in the game since before the 3.0 patch, but we are also going to be covering the new type of migration that they added in with the 3.0 patch. So let's start with the old school one, just to catch you up if you're not as familiar. So at the onset, when you only have your capital and you don't have any migration trees with any other aliens, there is no migration at all. You just have your base growth. Plus, if you've got bots or others, you can do some assembling. But that's all you've got. Now here we just and I do literally mean just finished settling this colony here. So much so that there's no pop growth yet. It just needs to tick over at the end of the month, and then everything will start calculating itself up. But I wanted to freeze this game right here just to show the differences here. So let's unpause here and take a look-see at what the migration statistics do as soon as we get just one planet calculating in here, and what certain traits can help impact that. Okay, so we have rolled over. So now we see under here we have a minus 2.8 in our migration here. Now we've got so here this is actually detracting a little bit from our base growth here. We've got our base growth of 3, and because we've got our planet plumed up to a nice size, we're almost there to the +6 base growth. However, we are also losing 2.8 base growth because of emigration. People are slowly leaving the planet. But that's not necessarily a bad thing, because if we look over here at Kazoo Prime, and no, I did not actually name that. That was the name that came with it. We've got ourselves a current immigration. That 2.81 is now a positive base for this place, in addition to the base of 3 here. But if you notice carefully here, the from immigration is actually a 3.23. That's because our empire here has the Free Haven Civic, which, if we go here, not only does it have a bigger immigration pull, a 50% stronger immigration pull, so migrants flow more quickly just in general, but it gives us a bonus 15% pop growth from immigration. So essentially what you're having here is you're actually having more people showing up on Kazoo Prime than are leaving Trenton. So this is actually a boost to our empire's overall population growth. I call this the hitchhiker effect, because more people show up than left. So these buffs are quite potent. You can get that from the Free Haven. You can get that from the Corvée system. You can also get that from the racial trait Nomadic, although this particular race does not have that. But that, again, that's passive migration. That's sort of a trickle migration. The pops do not instantaneously transfer from one to another. They will just, this will slowly affect the growths at each individual place, and generally is helpful because it helps get your colonies off the ground. Now, the second type of migration that's again been in the game since the days of old is manual resettling. Now, one of the issue here is that there's some extra costs needed for resettling, for manual resettling, that is. For worker levels, it's 100 energy credits and 10 influence. You actually need to spend influence to manually move some pops around. Luckily, you don't need to spend influence for robots, but the Corvée Civic waives the influence cost for that. So that's kind of tailor-made for manually moving people around. And this will wholesale transfer a pop from one place to another. If we just grab a robot here, now we have ourselves a robot on this planet, but robots can't do that, so they can't do anything here. But regardless, there's some unemployment here. But there we've moved we've moved the robot over manually, instantaneously, but it costs us some stuff. However, introduced with the third patch here, there is a third type of transference, which I'd like to show you. Okay, so we've let our world grow here a little bit, and we've got ourselves an unemployed pop. Now, normally this is kind of a thing to be avoided. You obviously want to get more jobs on there so that pops can't migrate over there. But if you recall from my other video, I had advocated to, if you wanted to maintain optimal growth levels, get the number of jobs of your world up to about 80% of your planet's total capacity, and then leave it there so that the grown pops will automatically resettle. This is that new third type of resettlement that I was talking about. So the essentially every month, this pop has a 10% chance of deciding on its own to pack up and leave for greener pastures. And there is greener pastures for them here. We've got ourselves some extra jobs available. Well, not here yet, but there will be shortly. So they will find another job on another planet as long as that planet has some decent habitability to it. Now, that's no guarantee, but there's ways to boost that. One of the new effects that they added to the democratic government type is that boosts your chance by 50%. Now, it's not as good as it looks. It's not. It doesn't suddenly make it a 60% chance every month that they'll hop over to a new planet. No, it's 50% of the 10%, meaning that now has a 15% chance, which is still not bad. There's also transit hubs that you can research and build that were added. That increases the chance by 100%. So that would take the 10% chance up to a 20% chance. And again, it's per unemployed pop per month. So, even though the chance seems fairly low, that's not unheard of for it to happen here. Whoop! Did you see that? Did you see that? With the turning of the thing, that unemployed pop suddenly disappeared. Where did they go? I think they went to Kazoo Prime. Here they are. Or they might have gone here. One or the other. They transferred over here. And there we go. That is the automatic resettlement at work. I didn't have to pay for that. I didn't have to pay any energy for that. I didn't have to pay any influence for that. They just up and left. And now they're on another planet, and now they're being productive. Not greatly productive because they're working as a clerk, but that's another video. So that is, my friends, is the third population migration type in use. So learn to use that. Again, get your planets up to about 80% full and then let them drift. Now, granted, you don't control where they end up going, but they'll generally go to worlds within your empire, especially if the habitability is good. So I hope this helps you out. If it did, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment. Good, bad, or indifferent. Your feedback's always welcome. So until next time, this has been Pinstar signing out. See ya! Hey folks, want to see more Stellaris, some more gameplay in action? Well, I'm going to be streaming actually later today, Friday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Twitch. That's at twitch.tv/Pinstar. So if you want to see some more gameplay in action, ask some questions or whatnot, stop on by. I'd love to have you.